Now, we're asked to simplify this. Don't panic. It looks difficult, but we're going to tackle it one step at a time to get the answer. So long as you are equipped, that's why I keep saying this. Equip yourself with the laws of exponents, and whenever such question comes up, you can tackle it in a heartbeat, right? So now let's proceed. I'm giving you study techniques for mathematics. There are different laws we need to equip ourselves with, so that whenever we come across such question, we can tackle it in a heartbeat. So solution. If you look at these first two, right, we can change this to base 5, right? In fact, solution. Now the first thing to do, if you look at the bases, we see that we can change all the bases, in fact, to base 5, right? We can put all the bases, we can make all the bases the same, so it's going to be easy to tackle. So let's start. 25, to put 25 in base 5 is going to be 5 raised to power 2. It's going to be 5 raised to power 2. Then we put back our 1 minus x. That's for the first one, times, this is already in base 5, so we'll just put that there, plus 2, divided by 125 raised to power minus 1. Remember the inverse law. So this is going to change to 1 all over 125 raised to power x. Let's put that bracket so it wouldn't confuse you. Raised to power x. This is the same as this, right? So now, because if we decide to open this bracket here, we're going to have 125 raised to power minus x. Like I always say, there's an invisible one behind every variable. So if you open it, we're going to get 125 raised to power minus x. Then if we want to, since it's the inverse law, we want to remove the negative sign, we're going to make it to be 1 all over 125 raised to power x equal to, we'll do the same thing for this one, it's going to be 1 all over 625. That's the first step. Let's go to the second step. So we open this bracket here, we're going to have 5, 2 times 1 is 2, minus 2 times x is minus 2 times x is what? 2x, right? Times 5 raised to power, you can still leave it in the bracket or remove the bracket, it's the same thing, x plus 2, divided by 1 all over, to put this 125 in this base is going to be 5 times 5 times 5. 5 times 5, 25. 25 times 5 is what? 125. So 5 raised to power what? 3. Then this our x will come equal to this 625. To put it in this same base is going to be 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. That's 5 into 4. That's 5 into 4 places. 5 times 5, 25. 25 times 5, 125. 125 times 5, 625. So 1 all over 5 raised to power what? 4. We're getting there gradually. So now remember, when the bases are the same and we are multiplying, right, we add the powers. So for these first two, we're going to have 5 raised to power 2 minus 2x, right, plus x plus 2. That's for that one. Let's still bring this divided by 1 all over 5 raised to power 3x equal to 1 over 5 raised to power 4. So let's simplify this. So it's going to be 5 raised to 2. Okay, let's open this bracket first. 2 minus 2x plus x plus 2 divided by, you see this here, you know that we can also bring this back to this form, right? We're going to have 5 raised to power minus 3x. The reason I brought it to this form before we bring it back to this form is because a lot of people understand that when they see minus, we're going to take the inverse immediately and get to this point. So as we got into this point, we can still bring this back to this form. So we can easily apply the law of indices here. equal to this same thing. We can do the same thing we did here to this one. So it's going to be 5 raised to power minus 4, right? So 2 plus 2 is 4. So 5 raised to power 4, and minus 2x plus x is what? X. So minus x for this one, divided by 5 raised to power minus 3x equal to 5 raised to power minus 4. The other law of indices, when the bases are the same and we are dividing, we subtract the powers. So let's go. It's going to be 5 raised to power 4 minus x. We are subtracting. So it's going to be minus, open bracket, you put this minus 3x here, equal to 5 raised to power minus 4. We are almost through. You see that question that looks so difficult, it's coming to a simple form. So let's open the bracket. 5 raised to power 4 minus x. This minus times minus is positive. So it's going to be plus 3x equal to 5 raised to power minus 4. So minus x plus 3x is going to give us 2x. So 5 raised to power 4 plus 2x is equal to 5 raised to power minus 4. So since we've gotten to this point now, the bases are the same. So let's equate the powers. So 4 plus 2x is equal to minus 4. So at this point now, we're trying to make x the subject of formula. So we're going to eliminate anything attached to x. So we're going to subtract 4 from both sides. So it's going to be 4 minus 4 plus 2x equal to minus 4 minus 4. So this cancels. We're left with 2x is equal to minus 4 is minus 8, right? So 2x is equal to minus 8. So we're going to divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 2. So divide by 2, divide by 2. This cancels. We're left with x is equal to minus 8 divided by 2 is minus 4. So our answer is what? Minus 4. If you plug in this answer for x in this question here, we're going to get the same answer on the left hand side and the same answer on the right hand side. So that shows whenever you're solving a question and you get your answer, you can plug in the answer you got to the original question, and you will know that's when you find out if you're correct or not. So if you plug in this negative 4 to this question, you're going to get the answer. You're going to get 625 raised to power minus 1, which is what we have on the other side of the question. Bye bye.